everyone, it's Yesenia. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a February paycheck budget with me number 2. So this is going to be for my paycheck on February 22nd, and then this is going to go to March 4th because then I get paid on March 5th. Okay. So I did a mock budget, and then this rollover is going to be tentative because I need to pay my credit card. So what I do when it comes to using my credit card is I have my Capital One Miles credit card, and those I just charge the reoccurring bills. And then my Apple credit card, those I use for my variable expenses, as well as sinking fund expenses, because that one has a higher credit limit. That one, what I do is I use it, and then I take the money from my sinking funds, put in my checking account, so that way I can pay the bill in full. I have not paid the bill in full yet. I'm hoping to get that done today, so that way I have a clean slate tomorrow. And I already noticed I made a mistake. But that's okay. So I'll mark it in here somehow. I did do a mock budget, and I was looking at my mock budget, and I was thinking to myself, there's too much money left over. And that's because I pretty much, and that's why this rollover amount is so small. And that's because I pretty much blew through the whole grocery budget for the during the first paycheck. And most of it wasn't even groceries. I bought a clothes drying rack. It was a lot of skincare. I ran out of so much skincare stuff this month. So that's why I kind of blew through the whole thing. I'm good on food. If I absolutely have to, there is enough money remaining. I can maybe spend like $30 on buying some little things here and there, like some snacks. However, I should be good, but that's why this rollover is so small, because I blew through the whole grocery budget. But this is why it's important, to keep track, check your budget every day or two, so that way you can see for yourself, like, oh my goodness, I have no money for groceries left. Which is fine. I have lots of food, but if I need to obviously buy more food, I'm not going to starve myself. I'll make sure to stick to a little budget and then buy more food. That's my expected rollover, and I'm still writing my expected income. I'm not putting in the extra $1.30 just because, always underestimate your income, always overestimate your budget. So I am working with about $2,446.95. These are going to be my fixed expenses for this bill. I have the rent coming up. I'm going to pay it in a few days. I always pay it early. I hate that looming over my head. Car, Chase, insurance, export, the phone bill, the cooking gas bill, and my streaming service, the one that I pay for, Discovery Plus. So I am budgeting. I already know all my numbers for these. Yeah, $21.95. The phone bill is an extra $1. I don't know why it went up an extra $1 this month. So the cooking gas bill, I know it's going to be cheaper, but I just budget $25 because there are some months it's $23 and some months it's $22. That's why I always budget $25 just to make sure that I'm covered. I don't want to budget $22 and then it end up being like $24. So I already got the gas bill. I think it's like 22 something. So yeah, that's that. So my total, the reason why I'm not doing math on camera is because I did the mock budget and then I double checked everything because I was wondering why there was so much money left over. Normally I budget $150 for groceries, but since I blew the whole budget and went over budget, that's why. So and then most of that already came out of my debit account because I went to Target a lot. I love Target. Most teachers do. So I have $780.21 left over. So these categories, since I went cashless and I forgot to, I changed the colors because the purple and the orange just did not look good on the yellow. The blue looks a lot better in contrast with the yellow, so I changed it, and then I forgot to change this to variable expenses, and I printed out like 5 copies. I'm not going to waste paper and reprint them just to change 2 words. Okay, so since I went cashless, I'm trying something different now because I need to include the rollover amount that I didn't use last paycheck. And I think that's why there's so much money, is because you guys will see. So for personal, this is normally $100. Well, I have $84.05 left, and most of that is going to go towards my nails. Actually, almost all of, there might be $9 left over. I did not use any money for gas, so that's why that's there. Cupcake has $47.97 remaining. So yeah, normally these numbers would be 100, 80, 60, and 50, but I'm including the money that I didn't spend from the last paycheck in here since it's not physically still in my cash envelopes. And then restaurants, I still have $68.53 left, which is fantastic. I'm hoping to have a lot of money left over from restaurants, especially since I'm forcing myself to go to them. So a total for my variable expenses for the rest of the month is $280.55, and then there is $499.66 remaining. There's normally not that much money remaining. Okay, so for sinking funds, car maintenance, so I plan on stuffing $182. However, $40 is not going to get stuffed, but I still need to account for it in this paycheck, because what I decided, if you didn't watch my last video, which is a weekly check-in for paycheck number 2, I did have to deplete the entire car maintenance sinking fund because my car didn't start, and it turned out it was the battery and the alternator. So what I decided to do was deplete the $390, take the $40 from this paycheck, add it to the $390, and then I pulled the rest from my $1,000 emergency fund to cover the car repair. And then I'm just gonna start fresh, replenishing my car maintenance sinking fund in March. So there's that. I was actually gonna take that out of here, but then I remember that money is coming out of this paycheck, therefore it needs to be accounted for. So I'm just gonna write my sinking funds. Okay, as you can also see here, I am not stuffing MacBook Pro and Medieval Times, just because at first I thought that there wasn't enough money in the budget to fund those, and I wanted to leave myself some wiggle room. However, I discovered that I made a mistake when it came to the addition, and there was $200 left over, but that's okay. I'm just gonna stick to the original plan so I don't confuse myself, which is totally fine. I was even thinking of not stuffing them for a few months so I can make a bigger extra debt payment. We shall see. Because there is a huge debt payment, extra debt payment. So after this, I have $317.66 remaining. I'm hoping for the upgrade loan. I brought that down to $1,400, which is a fantastic feeling. So total is $267.66 with the leftover of $50. And then I should have $50 remaining for my cushion. So I'm just gonna check the math one more time to make sure I'm down to 0. Bam, I got 0. I always love that feeling, that when you do the math correctly, and then you get the number that you actually need. So this is my zero-based budget for my February paycheck number 2. I'm gonna do a weekly check-in for this one later. This video is gonna come up first. There's another unbudgeted expense in there. You guys will see what happens. I'll explain the story there. Okay, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great one. Bye.